All right, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy winter solstice, December 21st. A few days out from Christmas. The days start getting longer. Oh, we get more sunlight from here on out. It's time for our yoga strength practice. Hopefully, I'll be able to actually upload this later today so that you can actually do it because I haven't had internet at all for a few days and it's been a little bit frustrating. But anyways, what better way to ease out those frustrations than with a little yoga practice. So today, we're going to do something a little different, slightly different. We're going to use a wall in our practice. So make sure that you have some good wall space. Help us with some of our poses to create a little more length, stretch out to really release tension, make ourselves feel a lot better. So have a wall at the ready, maybe a couple blocks, any other accoutrements you might need, and let's get this thing started. So to the mat. We are going to begin standing. Just timer. Inhale, sitting the hips back. Exhale, come up. Little knee lift. We can lean to the side a little bit. Let's get one more time on each side. And back up center. A little shake out of the shoulders. And then we're just going to activate those hamstrings. Heel towards the butt. We're not kicking out, just that motion. So feel those touch the butt, doesn't even come close. Doesn't matter. We just want those backs of the legs waking up and doing a little bit of work. It'll make them much more receptive to a little stretch stimulation later on down the line. And that's what we want. Who doesn't want that? And bring it back to center. Little shake out. We'll inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, sitting the hips back to chair pose. And back up. With the breath, nice and steady. Let's get one more. Bring it back up. And release the arms to the sides. Little shoulder shake out. And we're going to inhale, step the right foot behind, right arm up, left hand grabs that right wrist. Lengthening that right side. Exhale back to center. And then over to the other side. Remember, you can bend that front knee any amount that feels comfortable. Whatever feels right for your body right now. One more time each side. Back to center. And let's do some nice big arm circles going forward. And going back. And let everything be nice and loose. Do the Michael Phelps. Shake it out. And back to center. We're going to inhale the arms up. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms up. Fingers up towards the ceiling. We're going to lift up the heels nice and tall. We're going to hold it. And exhale. Release back down. Alright, I'm just going to switch perspectives. Inhale the arms up. Lengthen the tailbone down. On the exhale, nice hinge to forward fold. Bend the knees as you need to. Remember, I want to keep the back lined up. I don't want to look all slumpy like this. Let's inhale, reverse dive, back up. Exhale, back down. We'll do that moving with the breath at your own nice and steady pace. One more time, and then when we come into our forward fold this next time, we're going to hold it there. Inhale, reverse dive back up. Exhale, drop the left arm. Let's lengthen the right side. Inhale the left up. Exhale, drop the right. Lengthen the left. Inhale both up. Exhale, release the arms to the sides. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, hinging down. Release the arms. We're going to take it down to a forearm plank. Quads are active, remember, like you're pushing those heels against the wall, not holding your hands. Palm should be down, fingers spread wide, shoulder width apart. Let's lower all the way down. Flip the toes under. And then we'll come up to a little baby cobra. Draw those shoulder blades down and back as we open the chest. Lift and lengthen our spine. Release down. And then we'll go right back to our plank. And lower down. And back up to our little baby cobra. And then lower back down. Now we're going to press back into a down dog. The most important thing in down dog is that your spine is lined up. Too often we focus on trying to get our heels down. And when that happens, sometimes we round or arch. Spine long, if that means you have to bend your knees a little bit, that's okay. And then as you gain flexibility, you can start to straighten those legs out more. Maybe eventually the heels will touch. If not, then they don't. That's no big deal. Not the point. You can pedal the legs a little bit here, get a little more length through the backs of the legs if we want to. And inhale that right foot up. Exhale, bring it down, and the left. Exhale, bring it down. Right one back up on the inhale. And on the exhale, step it between the hands for runner's pose. And let's inhale, sweep up to crescent. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Inhale here. And on the exhale, let's take a twist to our right. If you need to bring that back left knee down, you can do that. Release back to center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge down to that runner's pose. And step back to our down dog. Inhale, left up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Runner's pose on this side. And here we go on an inhale, sweep up to crescent. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Inhale here. And exhale, our twist to the left. Exhale to center. Inhale those arms up. Exhale back down to runner's pose. And step it back to our down dog. And let's look up. Walk the feet to the hands, back to our forward fold. And now we're gonna bend the knees, torso, thighs come together. Fold the arms, let everything relax. Then release the arms, and from here we're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time. All right. Now we're gonna need our wall. So let's head to the wall. And first up, we're gonna have the hands on the wall. Walk the feet back, walk the hands down to whatever feels comfortable. Kind of doing like a downward dog at the wall. Feet about hip width apart. Hands about slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Now, if you're not very flexible, you might be up higher. As you relax into it, as you become more flexible, you can walk in more, walk down more. But we want our arms straight, we want our palms flat, fingers spread nice and wide, kind of like pressing into that wall, pressing out of it. So really lengthening the entire length from our hip all the way up to our hand touching the wall. And we're going to do a little twist. We're going to take the left hand, place it outside the right knee. Hips stay where they are, but our torso is rotating so that we're looking under our right arm. Still staying long on that right side. Maybe it's getting a little bit more of a stretch now. You can feel it. I know I can. Replace the left hand, and then we'll go over to the other side. Right hand outside the left knee, rotating, looking under the left. Replace that right hand. Walk it up a little, feet in a little bit more. I'm just going to lift the toes. Lengthen down the backs of the legs a little bit more. You can hold it if you'd like. And then we're going to ease ourselves right back up. Scoot these out of the way a little bit more. Okay. Now, we're going to put foot to wall. So we're going to start with the right. And depending on your flexibility will determine how far or close you are. So you might have to play around with it a little bit. Ultimately, you'd want to be, if you have your foot up, maybe about hip level, slightly higher than hip level if we were to be able to straighten our leg. You're that distance away. Our supporting leg, the left leg, our foot should stay facing forward, toes pointing towards the wall. Our tendency, if we're really tight, is to want to wing those toes out. Don't let that happen. We're going to really stretch through that inner thigh and our quad muscles. Straighten that leg up tall. We'll start. Just let that knee bend a little, straighten a little. Just starting to relax into it a little bit more. And let's hold the bend, really pressing down through that left heel, activating that left quad. We're up tall. You can feel a nice big stretch through the front of that left hip. Oh, yeah. And we'll start to press away, straighten that right knee as much as is comfortable. Want to make sure that we're up tall. We don't want to be collapsing down. Keep that left leg straight as well. Now we're going to right hand, and it might help to place it on the inside of our right shin. We're going to open to our left, whatever amount is comfortable and feels safe. Bring it it back to center, and now left hand on the outside of the right shin, opening to our right. We're getting a nice twist, revolved twist. Bring it back to center. Let's bend that knee. Let that left leg stretch out again. Straighten. And if you're able, lift those toes off the wall. Alright, let's release. I'll stretch out on that side. So let's do the other. Alright, we'll put the left foot up. Make sure our right toes, right foot is facing in the proper manner. Bend, straighten the knee a little bit. And we'll hold that bend as we're up tall, pressing down through that right foot, right heel. Quad is active. Pressing those hips forward, so we're starting to really engage and lengthen. Front of the right hip now. And let's slowly start straightening. Up tall as best we can be. And we'll take that left hand, left leg, opening to our right. Remember, still being up tall and long. Alright, bring it back to center and round to the other way. Right hand outside that left shin, left hand opens. It's kind of like a supported revolved triangle. This just helps us keep our form and our length in alignment much more effectively. And bring it back to center. Bend that knee, that left knee. We're straightening again. If we're able, we can do some toe lifts off the wall. And release. Maybe you got a little bit of a burn on the outside of the hip. That's our TFL and glute med. That probably has become really shortened from all the sitting that we're probably doing now. We just made it activate and lengthen in a very big way. All right, a little bit more at the wall. We're going back to hands on the wall. Similar to where we started, now we just got a little bit more length through the back side of our body and the front side for that matter, and the sides, everything. We might need to center our feet a little bit. We're going to inhale, bring the right leg up, hips stay level, nice supported. Warrior 3. And then from here, as we're able, we're going to open to a half moon. A supported variation of our half moon pose. And we'll start to bring it back down and around. Now we'll do the other side. Bring that left leg up. And then as we're ready, we can gently come into our supported half moon on this side. And we'll gently bring it back down and around. And stretch here. Bend the knees a little bit if you'd like. Back up and away from the wall. Alright. If you don't feel a couple inches taller now, then you should do it again. But I'll let you stop and do that. We're going to keep going. Let's start with a nice wide stance here. Inhale those arms up. And exhale, nice hinge, even with the chest out. And let's walk it over to the right ankle. If you like, you can give that left knee a bend. And walk it over to the left, bending the right if you'd like. Back to the right. And to the left one last time. And turn to center. And walk it over to our right. Turn that foot towards the shoulder edge of our mat. That left heel is still down. That quad should be active. That leg is straight and strong. And let's just lift the torso a little. Inhale those arms out to the sides. And sweep up to warrior one. Exhale, release the arms to the sides, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the chest, lengthen. And exhale, let's come forward to humble warrior. Inhale, back up to warrior one. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, let's dip back to reverse. And then we're going to exhale. Transition right into our triangle. Maybe it'll feel a little bit easier to get there. Maybe you can get a little deeper into the pose this time after what we did at the wall. And if you'd like, reach that left arm overhead, a little more length on that left side. And we'll bring that arm back up. Exhale, sweep it down to pyramid pose. Keep that spine long. Hips hugged in. We don't want to wing our right hip out to the right. Now bend that right knee back down like where we started. Take that right hand, place it on the instep. Use a block if you need to. Let's inhale that left arm up. Then if you'd like, you can take that left arm, drop it behind the back, reach under the right, and grab hold for the bind. If you're in the bind, release, so we're all in our side angle. Exhale, sweep it down. And let's walk it over to the other side. Right leg straight and strong. Let's get that torso a little lift. Inhale the arms out to the sides. Let's inhale, sweep up to warrior one. On an exhale, release those arms to the side, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open, lengthen. And exhale, come forward for humble warrior. Inhale, back up to 1. Exhale, opening to 2. Inhale, dip back to reverse. And on an exhale, transitioning right to our triangle. And if you like, reach that right arm overhead. Get a little more length on the right side. Bring that arm up. Sweep it down to our pyramid pose. Level up the spine. Draw those shoulder blades back so we're not rounding. We'll start to bend those knees, or that knee, left knee. Left hand on the instep. Use a block number if you need to. Inhale. Sweep that right arm up for our side angle. And if you like, drop that right arm behind. Reach under and grab hold with the left for the bind. If you're in the bind, release or all back to side angle. Sweep that arm down. And let's bring it back to center. Let's just kind of walk to the side, sit the hips back. Other side, sit the hips back. And back to center. Place the hands on the hips, quads straight and strong. Hinge right back up. Return those toes out. Bring your arms up. Elbows level with the shoulders. Spin those pinky fingers out a little bit. And let's drop down as much as we're comfortably able. Not remembering that we don't want our knees to collapse in. Press it up. Release those hands to the sides. Let's walk the feet back in. Alright. Back to the top of our mat if you're not already there. Let's inhale the arms up. And on the exhale, Nice hinge to our forward fold. Maybe we can get our knees a little straighter now. I can, a little bit. A little bit. And let's take it all the way back to a brief little down dog. Let's inhale the right foot up. And on an exhale, right knee, right wrist. Scoot that left foot back, flip it inward. Inhale, find length in the spine. And on an exhale, keep that length as you relax and release forward. Walk it back up. And you can choose to either keep it here, or if you like, you can grab hold of that left foot. If you're feeling a little less flexible, grab the left foot with the left hand, maybe a little more so. You can grab hold with the right. And release. Step back to a down dog. And we'll inhale the left up. On an exhale, left knee, left wrist. Scoot that right foot back. Level up the hips. Inhale, find length. And on the exhale, keep that length as you release and relax forward. And let's walk it up. You can choose to keep it here, or pick whichever variation of stretching the front of our right hip feels good. Reaching with the right, or grabbing hold with the left. And release. Let's take it back to our down dog one last time. Bring it all together. And let's come. Bring our knees down. Right knee under the right hip. Left toes lined up with that right knee up top. Lengthen that tailbone down so our glutes active. We're locked into place here. And let's inhale, dipping down. We don't want to collapse down. We're not reaching down. We're keeping nice and long through our sides, through our spine. Use a block for the right hand if you need to. Lift that left leg as much as you're able. Bring the left foot down. Exhale, use those left side obliques to come up and all the way over. Release back to center and let's switch. Left knee down, under the left hip. Right toes lined up with that left knee. Up top. Tailbone lengthened down so we're locked into place. And those arms out. On an inhale, maintaining length, dipping down, loading that left glute. Then as we're ready, lifting that right foot. Bring that right foot down. Lift on the exhale all the way up and over. And bring it right back up to center. Let's take it all the way to seated now. Let's bring our right foot out and left foot in. Inhale the arms up, lengthening. And on the exhale, staying long in the spine. Right hand reaches for that right foot. Left hand's going to press that left knee down. Roll the left shoulder back and open. And release. Let's switch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, keep that length. Left hand reaches for the left foot. Use a strap. Grab hold of the shin if you need to. Right hand, keep that right knee down. Right shoulder rolls back and open. Bring it back up to center. Now we're going to bring our heels wide. Inhale up nice and tall. And on the exhale, use those groins, inner thigh muscles, your abdomen to keep the spine long. And pull yourself forward so that we're not rounding. We're staying long and using the muscles that allow us to forward bend. So maybe reach your toes, maybe ankles, maybe shins, maybe you have a strap. Keep the form and use the right muscles. You'll be all the better for it. And release. Let's bring the soles of the feet in together. Around angle pose. You can wiggle the hips, wiggle the knees a little bit to help unlock or loosen up the hips. And pull those knees towards the floor, keeping the spine up tall. And release. Bring the knees up and together. Up top. Hinge back till you feel some activation in the midsection. Arms forward. Lift the feet. Feeling ready, willing, and able to get straight in the knees. And let's take it down to stretch pose. Lift back up. Yes, I'm shaking too. And back down last time. And release. And let's bring those knees up over the hips. Place the hands on the front of the knees. Inhale. Left hand, left knee press into each other. Extend the right side. Exhale back together. Then the left. With a breath. Two more each side. Then we'll let those arms out to the right or out to the side. Inhale, let the knees fall to the right. Exhale up to center and then to the left. With a breath. One more each side. And release those knees to the floor. Well, let's do one more thing here. Extend those knees up, feet up towards the ceiling, knees straight, shoulders down, supporting behind the knees. Activate the quads. And using the quads and the abdomen, pulling your legs as close to you as you're comfortably able. release. Legs out straight, arms overhead, interlace the fingers. Nice big deep inhale. Gathering up all your tension. Flex all your muscles. Make a face. Hold it. Hold everything. Exhale and release. Let it all go. Bring your arms to your sides. And take Shavasana. And let's roll it over to our right or left side. To the fetal pose. And then we'll bring it back up to seated. Inhale, lengthen one last time. And exhale to the heart center. Namaste. There. You may now go and share your newly refreshed and invigorated and enlightened selves with the world. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for participating. Great job in your practice. Have a great rest of your week and holiday, Christmas, whichever you like to refer to it as. And I'll see you back here next Monday. Internet provided. Works.